words effortless and chic are probably two of the most frequently used terms that I hear from my clients when I ask them the question, what's your dream style? And even for me, I feel like I'm always striving for that I just woke up like this look, even though we all know that that's not true.
The illusion of effortlessness requires a great effort indeed.
So today I want to talk about the 5 components of our overall style that I think makes us come across as effortlessly chic. So first things first, let's talk about why we are so obsessed with the idea of being effortless. And it's not just in fashion or style. There's also many other areas like philosophy and spirituality and psychology that place an emphasis on the idea of effortlessness. Like the law of detachment, for example. That's practicing effortlessness. So in that sense, I think is really a state of mind we're seeking and trying to reach rather than just an aesthetic. Being effortless means we're laid back, relaxed, nonchalant, detached. But if we're only chasing the aesthetic part of it and we're obsessing over the look of effortlessness, then it kind of defeats the purpose a bit because it's not just about looking the part, but it's also about being the part. I just thought it might be something we want to keep in mind throughout this video because when we say we want to look effortless, I think it means a lot more than just the aesthetic part. I also think people seek an effortless style because effort means energy spent and there's only a finite amount of it. So in order for us to be efficient with how we spend our energy, we want to spend less of it on getting dressed each morning. But the bottom line is we want to look effortlessly chic. So in the end, it's about finding that fine line or balance between looking natural and looking polished. So not too much effort, but also not sloppy. And with that said, the first area I want to talk about is the hair. I have really straight hair, so I just tend to steer away from styling my hair in general because curls don't really hold for that long. Sometimes I'll sleep with braids in to create a wavy style every now and then, but apart from that, I don't really touch my hair that much. I'm also not a fan of the super done up looks. I mean, they look great, but to look effortless, I don't think that perfect looking curls really align with that idea. And with my hair texture, I would actually need to put in a lot of effort to achieve that look. But one area that I find makes a subtle but substantial difference is the root volume. Those of you who have really straight hair will relate that it just appears too flat, regardless of the thickness. Like I have a lot of hair, I have really thick hair, but still my hair looks flat, especially once it reaches a certain length. And I find that spending about 5 to 10 minutes each morning just to freshen up the root volume actually makes a huge difference. It might not even have to be on a daily basis. For me, it's usually after washing my hair, so that's twice a week, and then every day or every other day, depending on how it actually looks. My hair is flattest along the sides of the head here. So what I do is I part my hair where it's the most flat, and then I use a hair straightener or a blow dryer with a roller comb to actually lift the roots, and that kind of leaves a little mark or a bump, and that you can cover with the top layer. And once you cover that with the top layer, the roots look a lot fuller. And you repeat that over a few sections, and I obviously pay a little more attention to the top layer to make sure there are no marks or creases left. So it's a super easy, like a 5-minute routine for me. It doesn't look like I put in that much effort, and I didn't, but it does make a pretty big difference. So this is actually one of my best bang for your time hair trick. If any of you guys want step-by-step instructions for this trick, I actually created a post on this a while ago on my Instagram, so make sure to give me a follow. The next area I want to talk about is makeup. There's nothing wrong with a full face of makeup, but again, if you're going for that effortless look, a minimal style is probably better aligned with that. And it doesn't mean that you're not putting in any effort. In order for minimal makeup to still come across as put together and polished, you probably have to put in a lot of effort in other areas like skincare and the overall health of the body. But I also think that a minimal makeup routine is about letting some of your imperfections show. No, it's about not getting fixated on perfecting everything, like covering every single pimple or your lines, whatever. Like I said, it's more of a state of mind or an attitude, right? So gotta let go of that perfectionist mindset. I've mentioned before that I had my phase in my early 20s with the Karu makeup styles. It's like a Japanese fashion subculture thing, if you don't know what it is, and is really a full-on glam look with like full upper and lower false lashes every day. And it required a great deal of effort. And I remember by the time I was done getting ready, I was kind of too tired and exhausted to do anything else. Like I said, our energy is finite. So if I'm allocating more energy in one area, I'm obviously using less energy elsewhere. And I didn't really think that was a sustainable way for me to live in the long run. Now, there might be some of you out there with high visual weight features where your best makeup look is not really a minimal style of makeup, like you need to accentuate your features more and you need to make your features pop more. And in those cases, what I would recommend is to come up with a signature look. For example, if your eyes are really big and prominent and they're by far the best feature to be highlighted within your face, you might want to find ways to optimize your makeup routine for accentuating your eyes without all the other steps that might not be necessary. These days, there's really a general sequence of makeup that everyone follows. Thank you, social media. So you start with primer, then concealer, then foundation, then concealer again, then blush, then contour, then powder, powder blush, contour again. Like there's a general sequence that everyone follows and it's all the same. But if your goal is to accentuate the eyes, then are all of those steps really necessary? So I'm not saying blindly follow the clean girl makeup look regardless of what your facial features are like, but also don't feel obliged to follow every single step that a YouTube makeup guru tells you to. Moving on to the body or the clothes, the next tip I have is to check the fit or the size of your garments. Very fitted or very oversized items can be trendy and they can show off your body and all that great stuff, but being effortless means being relaxed and laid back, right? And clothes that are neither too fitted or too oversized usually works best for the vibe that you're going for. I mean, clothes should just fit well in general, but try to keep a more classic fit if you want to strive for that effortless vibe. I also think wrinkles is an area that gets overlooked quite easily, and spending about 5 minutes when you're getting dressed each day to quickly steam your garments really does go a long way. Or if you're lazy like me, you can just try to choose or shop for materials that don't really wrinkle all that easily, but it is unavoidable with certain items. And what we're doing is we're creating the illusion of effortlessness, right? And it does require some level of effort. The next area I want to talk about is shoes to keep them casual. Maybe this is just a personal preference thing, but Coco Chanel also said it's always better to be slightly underdressed. And because shoes play such a big role in the overall vibe of the outfit, I think that having slightly understated shoes are really great for creating that effortless look. There's also the wrong shoe theory by Alison Bornstein, and she says to pick the most unexpected shoes to finish the outfit if you want to make the outfit look more interesting and more personal to you. So if the outfit leans more polished overall, then pairing that with clogs or runners really helps toning down the outfit. I also think the shoes need to be comfortable because uncomfortable shoes just make the overall look tense and not very laid back. These days, I'm really trying to get my steps in, and I really don't like the idea of having to change my outfit or my shoes just for my walks, because then it starts to feel like I'm going to the gym and then it becomes a task. So I've been trying to dress myself with enough versatility these days. The outfit obviously needs to be comfortable enough for me to work in, and I'm sitting in front of a computer mostly, but I might go out for a walk with or without my dog, go grab a coffee or even lunch. So thinking about these activities just helps me get dressed with more intention. It definitely helps me avoid dressing too sloppy, but also not too done up either. And the last tip I have is for the nails, and it's not about getting your nails done because I hate getting my nails done. I'm just not good at small talk, and I can't be on my phone if I'm getting my nails done and then I get bored. But I absolutely don't think that you need to get your nails done to look stylish. I think that's such a personal choice, but I do think that they need to stay clean. So I try to take care of my cuticles when I'm watching TV. I always leave a bottle of cuticle oil at my desk, so I put it on regularly. And personally, I'm a fan of short nails. I have long fingers, so I feel like long nails just make my hands look weird. I have nothing against long nails, but I just don't think they look as polished. That said, I am definitely guilty of keeping them long for an extended period of time. But I just think shorter nails in general makes you look very well taken care of, and that's part of that effortlessly chic vibe. I think sometimes we get too fixated on the idea of looking effortless that we start passing judgment on people that might have like flashy or effortful style. Especially living in Vancouver, where being understated and having sort of an unofficial uniform made up of all the popular Pacific Northwest brands, where that's the norm, it makes me feel low-key self-conscious if I'm putting more effort into my day-to-day looks. But if thinking about getting dressed each day and expressing myself through extravagance is my jam, it's what excites me, then who cares? Like I said, it's really the state of mind that we're looking to be in, and your outfits don't always have to reflect that. You know, if you're drawn to colorful and extravagant styles, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're detached and healthy, then who is to say that you are not practicing effortlessness? So don't get too fixated on the idea of having an effortless style, because it probably doesn't exist. It's all up in here. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!